So made a little walk up, very beautiful and very silent. What I usually do is I go outside to find inspiration and honestly to remind myself sometimes how powerful nature is, because when you see these mountains and you're walking in the midst of them, in between them, you feel like you're part of something that's grander than you, something that's beyond you. And I think sometimes we need to be reminded of that. We need to be reminded that, you know, we are just tiny fractals of this universe, and what we can do and what we can create, it always happens in co-creation with everything that already is. And as tiny as you are compared to, I don't know, like these phenomena that we see, these mountains, like big waves, the ocean, we are doing very big things here. And until we realize that we are here to create more of ourselves, to express more of who we are, because in there lies the secret. In you, who you are, your authenticity is your currency in this world. And the more you step into your authenticity, the wealthier you can become, the more vibrant, the more happy you become, the more alive you'll feel. And so I truly believe that within creating a freedom lifestyle, authenticity is the key. What feels authentic to you? What life is in alignment to you? What values really resonate with your innate truth, with your soul? And walking through nature reminds us to all of these things. It just reminds us to our true nature. And I know I already said that once, but yeah, I mean, what we surround ourselves with is what we become. And I think being in nature, being in the calmness of nature, I see someone there flying there with parapents, or how do you call that? Paragliders. It's very beautiful. But yeah, you know, who we are and what we're able to do here is really limitless. And until you realize that you are limitless and you really dare to embody that, the more miracles will be there for you. So yeah, here's a small message for you from the mountains. Came out of nowhere. Hope you're well. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of On Purpose by Lynn. For those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Lynn and I share with you everything you need to know about personal development and spirituality so that you can create your best life and so that you can rise to your fullest potential. So if that's something that you're interested in, then make sure to subscribe. In this episode, I'm going to talk about how you can keep believing in yourself, keep believing in your mission when nobody else does. I've had a lot of experience with this, and there were times that I doubted myself, that I doubted my journey, but I am so glad that I never gave up. In this episode, I'm going to talk about exactly what you can do to do away with the doubters and haters, and how to keep believing in your vision and in yourself that will lead you to the success that you desire. If that's something that you're interested in, then stay around. When you're on a mission, when you're on a path that not a lot of people have walked before, it can mean that people are going to doubt you. Not because they doubt you as a person, but because they are not conditioned in a way to see what you are seeing. In my own experience, this is exactly what happened. I was starting an online business. I was starting to sell online, showing my face online, starting my YouTube channel. You know, there are people who are very new to these concepts, and that's okay. We need to learn that it's okay for people not to see what we see, and it doesn't mean that they will never see what we see. It just means that they have not seen people doing it. They have not seen people having success with it. They have not seen how this works, how this game works. And when you're on a journey of starting out doing that, starting out spreading love and positivity with the world, spreading whatever you're spreading with the world, however you're branding yourself or however you're showing up, and you're just starting out a journey that is new, that a lot of people haven't done before, then you are going to face some doubters. You're also going to face some people who want to discourage you. You're going to meet a lot of people who have the best intentions for you, but not necessarily know what's best for you. And this is exactly one thing that I want you to be aware of, is that even the people that we love most, actually the people that we love most, especially them, it is the hardest when they have doubts. It is the hardest when they cannot see what you see, and you just want to share it with them because you love them so much. You want to share your you want to share your enthusiasm, you want to share your passion with them because you care about them and you want them to understand what you're doing. But especially your close friends and family, they won't always understand, and we have to understand that that is normal. When I started out, I didn't know that that was normal. I didn't know that these things are actually more common than I thought they were, and therefore it discouraged me a lot along the way, and it discouraged me on my path. Simply not all people can see what we see. And we have to learn to be confident in our own vision. We have to learn to trust that gut feeling, that intuition that made us start in the first place. And especially when it's taking a while until you're seeing results or seeing the results that you want, it can be very discouraging when you're not in the right environment, when you're not surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who are lifting you up, who are helping you, supporting you on your mission. It is very hard to keep believing in yourself because oftentimes we become what we surround ourselves with. So if we are only surrounding ourselves with people who are doubting us and people who are constantly people who are not, even if it's unintentionally, but people who are not sharing the same vision, it can be very discouraging for you because you are now also starting to doubt your own journey. You're also starting to doubt whether your gut feeling is right. You're now starting to doubt your intuition. And I want you to understand that if it truly comes from your heart, if it truly comes from your intuition, then it's always the right path for you. And when you're not getting the results as fast as you want them to get, perhaps have a look to how you've been going about it. Perhaps have a look to maybe it's time to pivot. Maybe it's time to make a change. Doesn't mean that you need to shift away from what you're going at, but it means that sometimes, doing the same thing over and over again and it's not leading you to success is the definition of insanity. I believe that's a quote someone came up with. Not sure who it is. But it doesn't mean that you're not on the right path. You are on the right path if it comes truly from your heart. But perhaps there is something that you need to change in the way you're going about it to see the success that you want to see, to reach the people who you want to reach. And so it is very important that you surround yourself with like-minded individuals, even if it's online. It doesn't have to be offline, like in your physical life, but when you surround yourself on a day-to-day basis or a weekly basis with people who lift you up, who empower you, who inspire you, it's gonna be a whole lot easier for you to keep showing up, to be confident, to believe in yourself. That's the number one thing that you need to look at. What is your environment? How inspiring is your environment? I chose to live in the mountains during the winter times and close to the ocean during the summer times because I know that that's the place that empowers me most. It inspires me most. It allows me to do the things that I love to do, and nature always happens to inspire me a lot. It happens to give me the ideas that I need, the creativity that I need to keep moving forward with my vision, with my mission. And that's what I want you to look at when you are feeling doubt coming up. What have you been feeding yourself with? What kind of environment? What are you reading on a day-to-day basis? What are you consuming online? Are you reading the news? What are you feeding yourself with? Because what you are feeding yourself with, not only the food and water that you drink, but also the information that you consume daily is going to determine how you feel. And how you feel is how you're going to show up, and how you're going to feel motivated, and how you're going to go about your work and your mission. So that's the number one thing that you need to look at, your environment. What are you consuming? Who are you surrounding yourself with? And then secondly, the easiest way to keep yourself empowered and to believe in your own vision is to reprogram your subconscious mind. Because oftentimes these self-doubts come from not feeling confident in ourselves, not trusting our intuition, not believing in ourselves because we have been conditioned to not believe in ourselves. So what we need to do is to reprogram the subconscious mind, whether it would be with affirmations or like certain challenges that you like to do. If you start doing affirmations, you need to at least do it for 21 days in a row, because otherwise you're just going to say these sentences and it doesn't make sense, because your subconscious mind is not going to pick up on them, and it's not going to affect your life in the way that you want it to be affected. So yeah, let me know in the comments how you have been. What is your mission? What is your vision? How have you been going about it? Do you feel encouraged? Do you have a lot of doubters around? If so, please let me know in the comments so that we can connect with each other, and you can connect with the community that we have here, so that we can empower each other to grow. And that's really my intention for this year, to build this community that will empower each other, support each other on these different types, but also same sort of missions. If you haven't already liked this video, make sure to like this video, as this video needs to be spread out to anyone who needs to hear right now. And for those of you who are new here and haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure to do so, as you will be the first to watch all of my videos every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so that you can create your best life. Remember, we have such an exciting future to look forward to, even if it doesn't seem like it right now. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye for now.